Shaylee, what does your faith mean to you?
That is a great question. My faith means, what my faith means to me is meaning. It brings meaning to every season. It makes the good times really good, like rich, full, and just more beautiful, I think, because they do feel like true blessings from God. And my faith in hard times, like in midst of grief and loss, it brings why I might not know why it's happening or what's going on. Or I might not ever get the answer as to why bad things happen. But it lets me know that death isn't the end. There is life after death, and why I might not get an answer, it just brings comfort to knowing that I'm not alone in the midst of my grief, that even though I'm going through loss right now, that it's not for no reason. It's not in vain. There is still beauty in the midst of grief, and there is still hope. And yeah, I don't know if that really answers your question, but faith just brings meaning to every part of my life. I've grown up in a Christian home. I've always known God. I gave my life to Jesus when I was very young. And look, we've been through ups and downs. My faith journey has looked very different. And I think now I've finally settled with the fact that I will never have all the answers, and I am okay with that. I am okay with not having a reason to the why. I'm okay. I just have peace knowing what I know and knowing that I don't have to know it all. Yeah, I think I finally hit that spot, which is really comforting and really peaceful to be like, you know what, there is so much happening right now and I don't know why. And that's okay. Because I know that Jesus is in control, and I know that he holds me in the palm of his hand, and at the end of the day, he loves me immensely, and so I'm just trusting what's going on. And I'm trusting that he has me where he needs me. Yeah. There have been so many situations in my life where I just look back, usually in hindsight, and I just see God all over them. And I'm just like, wow, you love me that much that in that moment, you made sure I knew I wasn't alone. Yeah, I've just been so blessed to see God at work in my life in so many different ways, and in so many different seasons. All of it, in hindsight, you can look back at a situation and just be like, my goodness, my God loves me that much that in that moment, he made sure that I didn't feel alone, or I can just see his hand covering that situation. And the thing is, he feels that way about every single one of us. A story that comes to mind, but it isn't my story, is I've run a few alpha groups, and we had a girl come and she had severe social anxiety. Severe. She was so gorgeous but so timid and so shy, and it was such a privilege to walk with her through Alpha. And she would come to a lot of sessions or a lot of groups, and she wouldn't say anything. She would just sit back and listen, and that is one of the reasons why I love Alpha, because you have the safety of not having to say something. And it was revealed throughout Alpha that she actually really struggled around people. And a few weeks in, she came to us and said she had a dream. She had a dream that she was in a sea of people. She was actually at the grand final, football grand final. She was surrounded by people, and normally she wouldn't even leave her house. This would terrify her. And she had a dream that she was surrounded by people watching the footy, and she wasn't afraid. She had no fear. And she felt in that dream that God was standing by her saying, you can do this. And a few weeks later, it was the football grand final, and she went and she had no fear. And to watch that and to see someone journey in that and to flourish, even though it might sound so simple, is just such an honor and a blessing, and to see God's hand and his heart for his kids, no matter who you are, no matter what you've been through, no matter how far away you are, he loves you so much. Alpha is so fantastic because it's such a safe place. No matter if you've never heard of Christianity before, or no matter what you believe, maybe you're a Buddhist or an atheist, it's actually just such a great opportunity to come together with people, to sit down, to have a meal, to ask questions, and just to do life among people. There's no wrong answer. You can bring whatever questions you have, the biggest questions you could possibly think of. God can handle it and Alpha can handle it. And it's just a great way to just connect, to ask why, to learn from others, and just to be in community. Yeah.